Hey Primary 3 Math Prodigies, this is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery, and today we're going to go into assessment paper number 7, question 1. Now these questions are designed to make it very simple for you to understand some concepts which is very important in math. Okay, so let's jump into the questions immediately. Right, the first question, let's take a look at it, is this. There are how many hundreds in 48,042? Okay, so let's take a look at this question. Basically, this requires you to understand what thousands and tens mean. So let's look at the number 48,042. You probably already know what I'm going to teach you. So let's do this quickly. What is this? The number at the back, it represents a number 2. Okay. What about this? It represents the number 4t. Can you see? 40. Okay. Then what does this represent? It represents 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, what does this represent? It represents 8. 8 what? 8, 0, 0, 0. Okay, in other words, you just follow the numbers at the back. Okay, so next one, 4. 4 stands for what? It stands for 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, which means 40,000. Okay, so 40,000, this is what it represents. Okay, and the 8 represents 8,000. Okay, and this represents 0, 100, and this represents 40 and 2. Now we call this ones, tens. If you remember, you should remember this. Hundreds, okay, thousands. My handwriting is very illegible. And tens, 10,000s. Okay, so this is what this represents, these numbers mean. So for the first one, they ask you how many hundreds are there in this number. So very simple, we take a look at the hundreds, which is this. Okay, how many hundreds are there? There are 0 hundreds. Let me ask you a different question. How many thousands are there in this number? Okay, thousands is here, so there are 8 thousands. Okay, if they ask you how many thousand, not thousands, okay, are there in this question, you will say 8,000. Okay, if the question is asking you for thousands, okay, then you have to say there are 8 of them. Okay, so that's basically question part A. If you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Now we're gonna go into question part B. Part B is this: the number that is 4,300 more than 2552 is very easy. So 2552 is asking you for more than. So that means you plus it together. So this number, which is more than 2552, is you have to plus 4,000s. 4,000s is here, okay? And then you have another 300s. So you have to add another 300s. Okay, sorry, this plus should be here. So what you will see is 2 plus 0 gives me 2. 5 plus 0 gives me 5. 5 plus 0 plus 3 gives me 8. 2 plus 4 gives me 6. So the answer is 6852. Very simple. If you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Okay. Now for part C, let's move on to part C. It says, what is the largest even number that you can form from these digits? Okay, remember, what are even numbers? Even numbers are numbers that start with the number 2, for example. So 2. So if you remember 2, you remember 4, you remember 6, you remember 8, and you remember 0. Okay. What is the odd numbers? The odd numbers are the ones that are next to that numbers, which means, for example, 1. Okay, that's an odd number. 3, that's an odd number. 5, that's an odd number. 7, that's an odd number. And 9, that's an odd number. So the ones in between those numbers are odd. Okay, so good. Very simple. Now the question is asking you for the largest even number. When they're asking you for the largest even number or the largest odd number, the number at the end, for example, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, okay, the number at the end must be, for example, if they're asking you for an even number, the last number must be an even number. If they ask you for an odd number, this number must be an odd number, depending on the question. Alright, so let's take a look at the question. It says, what is the largest even number that you can form from these digits 5, 1, 2, 9? So let's take a look at the number 5, 1, 2, 9. Okay, you have 5, 1, 2, 9. Which are, can you tell me which one is the even number? The even number is it 5? No. Is it 1? No. It's 2? Yes. It's 9? No. So the only even number you have here is 2, which means that out of the 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, the last number must be a 2 because we are looking for the even number. So in order for an even number to be even, the last digit must be an even number. Then the next part is just to fill in the blanks with the biggest from the biggest to the smallest. So the biggest number here is 9, the next number is 5, and the last number is 1. So the biggest even number you can form is 9512. If you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Now we're going to go into question part D. We are moving really fast here, so let's try to keep up. Subtract 2142 from 9281. The answer is 300 more than what? This one can get a little confusing. Now, whenever you say more than, you would think I must plus, right? But this time we have to minus, and I'll show you why. So first step is to subtract 2142 from 9281. Whenever they say from, that is the number that you should take. So 9281 is the bigger number, minus 2142. Let's take a look. Is it correct? Yes, minus 2142. So 1 minus 2 cannot. You cancel this, you get 7. I'm going to use a red pen to make sure that it's visible. So here cancel, you get 7. And you get 11 here. 11 minus 2 gives you 9. 7 minus 4 gives you 3. 2 minus 1 gives you 1. 9 minus 2 gives you 7. So the answer here is 7139. Now, it says this is the answer. So let's write the answer. The answer here for the first part is 7139. And then they say the answer, which is 7139, this number is 300 more than something. So you must imagine something very cool. Okay, imagine this cool thing over here. Imagine something called a number line. Okay, I'm going to draw a number line for you here. Let's say this number line starts from 0 all the way to 10,000, for example. Okay, this is called number line. Our number over here is 7139. It should be somewhere over here. Okay, now it says that this number is 300 more than a particular number. So more than something else. If this number is more, that means the other one must be less. By how many? By 300. So it should be, the number that we're looking for should be somewhere here. So which is 7139 minus 300. Okay, and then what you will see is you will get 9, 3, 6, 11, 7, 8. 6839. Okay, so that is the answer for part D. So just remember, more than does not always mean plus. Okay, in this case, this number over here is actually more by 300 compared to this other number. So the question is, I can asking you for this number. Alright, if you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. Okay, and finally, are we the final one? No, yes we are. Part E. The largest 4-digit odd number that you can form from these digits are, okay, so what did we say just now? For odd number, the last number must be odd, and they're asking us for 1, 2, 3, and 4 numbers. Now notice that they're trying to trick you. They gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, but you're supposed to choose only 4. Now, what are the odd numbers in this particular numbers that they gave you? 14013. Okay, 14013. Where are the odd numbers? The odd numbers are 1, good. 0, no. 1, yes. 3, yes. So now, which one should I pick to put at the back? Remember, they are looking for the largest 4-digit odd number. Does that mean we put the 1 here? Does that mean we put 3 here at the back? No. If we put 3 here, we can't put 3 in front. Why we want to put 3 in front? Because we want to make it big. So I'll give you an example. Let's say if we put 3 in front, okay? And the rest of the numbers we have left are 4, 0, 1, and 3, correct? So the biggest number I can make is 4103. But let's say if I use 1, okay, instead of 3 at the back, what you will notice is I can actually create a bigger number. So I can put, if I put 1 here, let me use a different color. Where is my color box? Okay, here you go. Hold on, okay, so let's say I use a different color. Let's use a different number, sorry. Let's say I put number 1 at the back. Okay, now I have the chance to use 4, 3, 1, 1. Okay, which is bigger than 4103. So this is the biggest number. Therefore, whenever they ask you for the largest even number or odd number or whatever it is, when you are given a choice of 3 or 4 or more, yes, always choose the smallest odd number or even number to be at the back, because then it allows you to use this number in front and make it bigger. Okay, so that is basically it for question number 1. If you got all of those right, I'm gonna give you a big high five because you are a math prodigy. Good job. All right, so now we reach the part of the week, the part of the video where which I love the most, and that part of the video is the quote of the week. The quote of the week is trust yourself. What does trust yourself mean? Trust yourself means you have to believe that you have already done whatever you could do. Yes, and you already have learned so much things in your past 3 years in school that you should know a lot. But all you have to do is you have to trust that you know more than you think you do, because you do. Some of you don't give yourself credit, you know. Some of you don't think that you are smart enough, but you are. Okay, you are. All you have to do is trust yourself, believe in yourself, have some self-confidence, be confident a bit. Okay, all right, so that is basically it for this first video, and I'm gonna leave you here and say you are a math prodigy. Good job.